Hey guys, welcome back to another Wicked Wednesdays. Today I just thought I'd do another quick how-to video for you guys. Just to get back in the swing of things, I just thought I'd show you how to block out your eyebrows using the most common and probably the easiest method that I know how to do, which is using the glue stick. I just thought I'd show you guys how to do this, as I'm going to have a lot of tutorials coming up soon that will include me blocking out my eyebrows at the start of the video, and instead of wasting your time every single video, I just thought I might as well do a quick video to show you guys how to do it, just so you can refer to this every time that I do it. So to start off, of course, you will need a glue stick of some kind. I literally just found the cheapest glue stick that I could find in my supermarket. So just make sure when selecting a glue stick, guys, that it is washable and non-toxic. They are the two things that you want, as you do not want to put any toxic stuff on your eyebrows. I am pretty sure that most glue sticks these days are non-toxic just because children like to eat them, but always just double check before you go putting anything on your eyes, guys. Eyes? You're not putting this on your eyes, what am I talking about? On your face. It's always good to patch test things on your skin before going at it with the glue stick on your eyebrows, just to make sure that you are not allergic to anything that may be in the glue. Secondly, now you don't have to use this, I just find it easier to apply the glue with a little spatula, so just like scraping it off and just smoothing it over your eyebrows. I just find that you get less clumpy bits and it just is a smoother application and it just looks more smooth in the long run. Next, you want some form of just loose powder. I just use foundation. You can of course just use baby powder or some other kind of loose powder just to sit it over the top, just so you cannot see your eyebrows through it. And of course a brush to apply it with. Lastly, you will want a mirror, but that's kind of a given for most situations when you're working on your face. So for the purpose of this video, I will just be blocking out this eyebrow, which is my right eyebrow. I don't know why I'm just pointing at it. Just for the ease of showing you guys the difference between the two. You are going to need to do a couple of layers of this. So for the first layer, it is okay, instead of using the spatula, just applying it directly on top of your eyebrow. I do recommend, of course, going backwards against the grain of your eyebrow as well as smoothing across, just so you get the glue underneath all the eyebrows so they are well sleeked and stuck down. So you may see little lumpy bits at all. You do just want to go through with your finger and just smooth them over before they dry too much. So the way I like to do it is before the glue is dry, I just like to then powder it with it so this powder actually sticks to it. I'll just go in, dab it over the top. You might want to close your eyes just so you don't get any in there. So even after just one coat, you can see a fair difference between the two eyebrows. So you just want to go ahead and let this dry. I just like letting it air dry. It does not take that long as you have a pretty thin coat, and thin and even coat all over the eyebrow. If you do want to speed things up, you can of course just use a hairdryer to speed up the process. So now that layer one is completely dry, and you can tell pretty much just by touching it. So now this is when I'm going to use the spatula and the glue. I'm just going to make sure it's completely clean first. So you just want to scrape off small layers. That is about all you need. You're just going to start at the base. You just want to make sure when doing it that you don't have many bumps at all on it. I will try and get as close as I can and try and show you guys. You want a nice smooth application, just so it looks nice and smooth when it is completely done. And now that I'm happy with that application of the glue, time to powder up for a second time. So there you go, that is the second layer of glue done. I just want to give you a little tip or warning, I should say, when putting the powder on. You do just want to gently tap. You do not want to try and brush it across, as chances are you will rough up the glue and it will not have a nice smooth kind of finish on it. Now you just want to wait for that one to dry before doing probably the last coat. You can then decide for is what I was trying to say yourself whether or not it is full coverage enough for you. So now I'm just going to do the last and final layer, which is just going to be exactly the same as the other one. So there you go, guys, that is the finished concealed hidden eyebrow. There's probably not much need to do any more layers than 3 if it is looking like this. That is of course depending on what you're using it for. You could nearly get away with drawing a completely new eyebrow somewhere else on your face, but there is a fair difference between the two. If you were wanting to just cover your eyebrows for, say, just like you're doing a face paint but you don't want your eyebrows to be noticeable, you can probably just do 1 or maybe 2 coats of the glue and just let it dry, and it would be enough to just flatten them for you to then put some other kind of coat all over your face. If you were wanting to use it for a look, say with just a normal face of makeup, I think this would nearly be enough. You could, if you really wanted to, do another layer just to be 100% sure. I know there is ways of using different colours to kind of hide the colour of your eyebrow, but I find it is not actually that noticeable once you do several coats of the glue. So that's all for this tutorial anyway, guys. I hope that you found it helpful and it does come in use to you at some stage. I would love to see looks of you guys with no eyebrows. So if you do post a photo of you with no eyebrows, please tag my Instagram account, which I will leave below or at the end of this video. But I hope you enjoyed this tutorial as much as I did doing it for you. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video, and I'll see you next week. Bye!